Hi there, I care and you matter. I'm Shannon and welcome to my channel and welcome to another Talk Tuesday video. I've got a lot to share with you. In fact, so much so that some of it is going to spill over into a Writer Wednesday video. Probably not this week, but in the next couple weeks, because this past weekend, Jason and I took advantage of creating a writer retreat, or that's what I called it for me, writer's retreat or writer's workshop. Jason, it was much more just creativity driven. But we also got to see our son Nate, and that's another reason this is going to be cut a little bit short. Just because I still have to unpack and just kind of get caught up at work and get caught up at home. It's crazy to me that, is it next week? Yeah, next week is the end of October and the beginning of November, which again, I'm still trying to figure out where 2025 went. It's been a great year in a lot of ways, but it's just been crazy busy, and I'm sure the same is true for you. But a couple of personal successes I just wanted to share. The book that I'm currently working on, or wrapping up, I should say, Wishful Sinking, Cautionary Tales About the Dark Side of Hope, I'm actually toying with the idea of not even publishing it, not even releasing it, and instead just creating it as a free downloadable book on my website. So, and sharing, reading some of the book online here on my YouTube channel. If that's something that you would enjoy, if you would like to get a copy of the book for free, it would just be via download. Or if you'd like me to hear me read some of that book live here on YouTube, let me know in the link in the comments below, so I know whether or not that's worth my while. The other part of me is like, I'm just so excited to start this new adult fiction book that I'm working on, that I'm now actually working on. My whole goal of the writer's retreat this past weekend was to come up with an outline. I wanted to know what the plot was. I wanted to know who my protagonist, my main character was, and what she was going to go through. And if you'll remember correctly, last week I shared that I had done something that I had never done before. I bought a blind box, and it's been sitting on the shelf by my studio space where I do my writing. And I didn't allow myself to open it, and the goal was to finish the outline for the book. And while I haven't completely written out the outline, I've got it. I know what the story is going to be. I know what the plot's going to be. I even know the protagonist character's name. I know what her conflicts are going to be. So, as promised last week, we're going to open this blind box now here together, and I'm very excited, and I hope that I'm not too disappointed, because I love cats. Big surprise. And they show you an example of the different little blind box goodies you can get. And there's a couple that I'd be really excited to get, but there's a couple, like, just big bummers. Like, I really don't need the miniature litter box with the miniature cat poo and the miniature scooper. Don't need that. But there's also one with a little kitty, a miniature kitty with a miniature camera. I thought that was cute. The one that I really want is this kitty cat mini tree with a kitty playing in it right there. So yeah, without further ado, I have earned this, and I've been waiting till I was on camera to open it and share it with you. And so yeah, in one of the upcoming writers Wednesday video, I shouldn't have opened that yet. I thought it was going to come in like one of those Mylar bags. It's not. It's a clear bag inside of here. Anyway, in one of the upcoming Writer Wednesday videos, I'm going to be talking specifically about how the writer's retreat went. I took some video, took some pictures. I didn't take any video of me actually writing, but I'm going to show that process with you and talk a little bit more about how I went from just a spark or a story seed into an actual fully fleshed out story. And one of these days, I'm actually going to take a camera out and show you how I'm working in the studio space. I recognize that there are a lot of people out there who aren't writers and that might be watching my channel either for the stationery stuff or maybe even just the Talk Tuesday. Maybe you just like to watch me for company. I don't know. but I'm finding that some of my content is bleeding into the different days. For example, a lot of my stationery choices are because I am a writer, both in my day job and, in my personal passion projects right now. Talk Tuesday was originally supposed to be an update on my life. And then Writer Wednesday was going to be about my writer's process. And I will say that I'm starting to burn out a little bit because 3 times a week is a lot. But yeah, I recognize that some of my content is bleeding into the different areas. And I hope that's okay. And I hope that you'll stick around. What I will say is probably beginning as much as 3 months ago, I really felt myself starting to wear thin and wear down and wear out. And while I was very intentional about acting better than I felt, it was bringing me down and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But I find that for me personally, when I am actively involved in a personal project that gives me something that I enjoy and that I can focus on, even if I'm busy with that, I can be happier about being busy with all the other stuff that I don't necessarily want to deal with, right? And it also gives me more of a buffer. I don't become as impatient. So in other words, when I have something that I personally am enjoying and invested in, it makes me more patient with other areas of my life. I'm just a better person. And so I'm fine. It's taken me too long to get there. Really, it has. And a lot of it has been giving myself permission to try something new. And not only that, but recognizing that it wasn't necessarily going to feel comfortable or feel like me per se, because I'm trying something that I've never done before. And how can something brand new feel right if you've never tried it before, right? I'm saying right too much. But yeah, journeying through that space in that process has taken time. And while I'm not completely there, I can say that I'm feeling better. And I think for that reason, it's easier for me to act nicer because it's much more genuine and authentic and it's real. I'm not having to put on an act, or I'm not having to be intentional about feeling one way but acting another. So huge, massive win. And it probably doesn't hurt that I'm excited about Nate coming home for Christmas, or at least hoping he can. That's the plan at this point, if the passes are okay in December. But yeah, getting to Nate. It was wonderful to see him. He is in his element, though it makes this mom happy to know that he misses me and still needs me. And another huge triumph. This is the first time that we drove. I never let Nate see me cry. I, of course, tell him I miss him and I love him. But I want to be strong for him in the sense that I never want to put any sense of guilt on him. And so I often cry as we drive away. But this was the first time I didn't do that. And I think part of that is because I have something else of my own to focus on. Not that it takes the place of Nate being gone. But our job as parents is to raise fully functioning adults, right? And hopefully they can take off and pursue their own dreams. And yeah, there is a bit of a void now that he's not in the home. I miss getting to see him and talk to him. It's just the perfect time for me to try something new and to pursue a passion of my own, because as the caregiver to our other son, Mark, who is an adult now with special needs, he's 19, we will never be empty nesters, but I can still have, or I should have, and cultivate something of my own that is a passion that I enjoy, that gives me some kind of escape and respite and reprieve, even if it is from home. So yeah, those have been all massive changes and massive wins for me. And so I've earned this little blind box. So let's open it up, shall we? All right, let's see. What do we have here? Okay, there's a card in here. Oh, you guys, it looks like I got the one with the camera. Oh, let's open this up. And it's all in little, I thought all this would be in a Mylar. Let's open this up together. Let's see. I came prepared with scissors It's been a couple times I've been on camera and I had to open something up, and I didn't have my scissors with me. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, there's 2 little dishes for food. First of all, there's a little caddy here for the food and the water. So let's put those in. We'll do those first. We'll leave the kitty till last. All right. Oh, goodness. This is adorable. I'll put it all together and then I'll show you. Okay. First of all, you saw the little tray, right? Here's the little kitty dishes that fit in the tray. Why am I so hung up? This is so cute, but why is this just doing it for me? I have real cats. Oh well. Okay, and then there's the little water. Water's here and little food. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's so stinking cute. Okay, so that's a little food dish. And then let's see. Here's a little bag of food. I don't even think I'm going to keep that. But it did come with stickers to actually put on the bag of food. That's cute, I guess. Good attention to detail. But, oh, this is cute. This is a little webcam. That was my second choice. So cute. And then here is the little kitty. Cute little kitty. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. That's a better view of him. So in the little picture, let's see. There it is. And this, I don't know if I can get it to come in. Let's see, zoom out a little bit. It's got the kitty here batting the webcam. Anyway, that makes me happy. That's super cute. But nothing makes me happier than the changes and how I'm feeling right now because of them. Because seriously, it has been night and day. And for a long time, I thought, I wondered, was it my hormones? I wondered, I'll call a spade a spade. I wondered if it was menopause messing with me. And it still very well could have been. It still could be because it's been, ruining my sleep, making me feel fatigued. And, I was just doing my best. But then there was, life. Life can weigh us all down from time to time. And not only am I going through a huge biological change right now through the menopause, but I am dealing with, Nate leaving. I'm dealing with our special needs son transitioning. And, it's just been a lot. And, again, not to beat a dead horse. I've shared this before, but I feel like I've been in the thick of it for months. And I feel like the sun is finally starting to shine again. So I'm going to chase that feeling. And start writing this book. And I'm going to start documenting that process more on Writer Wednesday. And like I said, some of that might bleed into Talk Tuesday. But you know what? Let me know in the comments below. Do you like 3 videos a week? Or do you generally just like one type of video over the other? What kind of content do you personally enjoy? If you're a subscriber here, if you find yourself watching this channel, what are your favorite types of videos? Because I am starting to burn out a little bit because while I personally, I enjoy Talk Tuesday the most. And that's probably because those are the kind of videos I like. I guess it's kind of voyeuristic, maybe not. I am very much a people person. And reality TV is not reality. I mean, if we're honest, it's usually scripted or redone, refilmed over and over until they get the storyline quite just right. I like following YouTube channels where people share about their journey and their progress and their struggles and what's going on in their lives because, well, frankly, I don't have a lot of friends. As a mother to a son who is disabled, it has been hard for me to make and keep friends, not because I didn't like people, not because they didn't like me, but because I had to go at a different pace than everybody else. Because Mark didn't progress like the typical child, and he didn't have friends that he could go off and do things with because it always had to be very structured and very supervised, even now. And so I lost the opportunity for friendships, especially working from home. I don't work in an office, so I lost that ability to connect with people. And so there are YouTubers that I follow simply because it feels like I know them, and it feels like I get to follow along in their lives and celebrate their successes. And I appreciate people who are real and authentic, and obviously we want to keep some things private, but for the most part are transparent, right? They show the failures, they show the frustrations and the struggles, as well as their successes. And so I would understand if other people hopefully saw that in my channel and in my videos, because that's certainly, I think, one of the reasons I like Talk Tuesday. I don't like scripted. I mean, I love a good story. Yeah, I love a good TV show and a good movie. But here on YouTube, I generally like real. I prioritize that more than anything else. And I love hearing about other people's experiences. So I'm going to keep this nice and short, even though we're over 15 minutes now. So I guess I have two little pieces of homework or requests I have for you. If you would like to be able to download a copy of Wishful Thinking for free on my channel, let me know in the comments. Two, if you'd rather just hear me read from it over the course of several videos here on YouTube, let me know that. And number three, let me know if you're a frequent viewer here or subscriber, which I hope you are. Let me know, again, the kind of videos that resonate most with you or that you look forward to the most, so that I can focus my energy and my time and my efforts there, so I don't wear myself out, and so that I continue to bring the videos that you look forward to and enjoy. For now, though, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.